She was asleep in row 13 when the ordinary rhythm of flight turned into something else. The low hum of the engines had lulled her into a deep, dreamless rest after a draining week away. Amelia had just wrapped up another exhausting business trip. Too tired to even finish the movie glowing on the seatback screen, she had pulled her jacket around her shoulders, tucked the thin airline blanket under her chin, and surrendered to sleep while the cabin breathed with the quiet life of strangers in transit. Her dreams drifted through pieces of home, her daughter's laughter, sunlight through kitchen windows, until a sharp chime sliced through the calm. Then the captain's voice came over the intercom. Calm, controlled, but edged with something unmistakable. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. If there is anyone on board with flight experience, anyone who is a pilot, please make yourself known to the crew immediately. The words didn't just echo. They lingered. Passengers blinked awake. Heads lifted. Eyes met across aisles. A ripple of confusion spread, quickly turning into unease. This wasn't turbulence. This wasn't weather. This wasn't routine. Amelia stirred, still wrapped in warmth and sleep, unaware that the air around her had shifted. A man across the aisle whispered to his wife, "Did he just ask for a pilot, on a plane?" Someone behind her muttered, "Isn't that what the captain is for?" The murmurs grew. A flight attendant hurried down the aisle, professional but pale. "If anyone has piloting experience," she repeated, urgency tightening her voice, "please let us know immediately." No one stood. Row 13 felt suddenly exposed, as if a spotlight had turned on above it. Amelia's heart began to pound. Because she wasn't just a businesswoman flying home. Years ago, before deadlines and responsibilities had reshaped her life, Amelia had been a pilot. Not commercial, private. She had logged countless hours in the sky, learned to trust instruments over instinct, trained her hands and mind to move as one with the aircraft. She had known the language of altitude and airspeed. She had loved it. But she hadn't stepped into a cockpit in nearly 10 years. The flight attendant reached her row, eyes searching. Amelia swallowed. Doubt clawed at her chest. What if she wasn't good enough anymore? What if she froze? What if people died because she had overestimated herself? She thought of the 100+ passengers on board, families, children, elderly couples gripping each other's hands. Then she thought of her own little girl waiting at home. The promise she had made to always come back. A baby began to cry. Someone whispered a prayer. Amelia drew in a shaking breath. "I can fly," she said. It wasn't loud. But it was steady. Relief flooded the attendant's face. Within seconds, Amelia was being guided up the aisle. Every eye followed her. Strangers placed their silent hope on her shoulders. The cockpit door opened. Inside, the captain was slumped in his seat, pale and drenched in sweat, struck by a sudden medical emergency. The first officer was still conscious, still flying, but panic had taken hold. His hands moved too fast. His breathing was uneven. He looked at her in disbelief. "You're a pilot." "Private," Amelia answered quickly. "It's been years. But tell me what you need." There was no time for hesitation. The aircraft was stable, for now, but it needed calm hands. And the first officer needed steadiness beside him. Amelia slid into the captain's seat. The controls looked more modern than she remembered. Screens brighter. Systems upgraded. But the fundamentals, lift, thrust, attitude, they were the same. The heart of flying hadn't changed. She felt the vibration of the engines beneath her palms. And something inside her, something she thought had died, flickered back to life. The first officer called out procedures. Amelia listened. Focused. Responded. Air traffic control crackled through the radio, guiding them toward the nearest airport. Behind them, a nurse among the passengers tended to the unconscious captain. But the fiercest storm wasn't outside the plane. It was inside Amelia. Memories surged. Her first solo flight, the thrill of cutting through clouds, the freedom of open sky. And then the memory she had buried. The accident that had taken her best friend, another pilot, years ago. A small aircraft. A sudden failure. A loss that had shattered her confidence and driven her away from the cockpit forever. Or so she thought. Now here she was. Row 13 had called her back. Minutes stretched. The aircraft responded smoothly to her touch. Her breathing steadied. Muscle memory returned. Confidence followed. The first officer glanced at her, gratitude softening his fear. "You've got this," he whispered. "We've got this," she corrected gently. The descent began. The cabin tilted. Hearts skipped across rows of strangers bound together by uncertainty. Amelia adjusted the flaps, controlled the nose, followed air traffic control instructions like lifelines. Ahead, the runway appeared, a narrow ribbon of hope. Under her breath, she whispered, "You can do this." The wheels met the tarmac with a violent screech. A jolt. A roll. Then the blessed deceleration as the aircraft slowed, steady and safe. For a split second, silence. Then the cabin exploded, gasps, sobs, applause. Strangers hugged each other. A child clapped. Someone shouted, "Thank God." Amelia closed her eyes as tears slipped down her cheeks. The plane came to a complete stop. Emergency crews surrounded the aircraft. But inside, every gaze turned toward one person. The woman from row 13. When she walked back through the cabin, faces shone with gratitude. A little girl reached out, touching her hand. "You saved us," she whispered. And in that moment, Amelia understood something she had forgotten for years. Courage isn't the absence of fear. It's stepping forward despite it, when others need you most. That day, she boarded the plane exhausted, thinking she had left her calling behind. But destiny doesn't always ask if you're ready. Sometimes it simply calls your name. Thank you for watching Soldier's Legacy. If this story moved you, if it reminded you that strength often hides beneath doubt, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Soldier's Legacy for more powerful stories of courage, sacrifice, and unexpected heroes. Because sometimes, one story can awaken the warrior within.